Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. I'm here today to give you a Bitcoin update. We're going to be going through Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame, the mid-term time frame, and the long-term time frame, the macro, of course. If you haven't noticed already, I have got the wrong camera on at the moment, so just have to bear with me 1 second, see if I can sort this out. Just looking at the wrong screen here, so it's not going to work. So apologies for that. And my other webcam isn't plugged in. What a great start this morning, guys. While I'm sorting this out, let me know what you think is going to be happening here with Bitcoin. As you saw the title of the video, Bitcoin going to absolute zero. I'm looking at the wrong camera here. Bitcoin going to absolute zero. Crazy, crazy stuff. Don't think that's going to be happening, but it's just a funny title here because a lot of people do joke about that stuff as well. Now, let me see if I can sort this camera out before we get straight into it. There we go. Is that it? There it is. Let it focus. And we're back in the game. Nice to see you on the stream this morning. Donna, Jay, and Sunoda. Nice to see you on the stream as well. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. If you are watching today, make sure you smash that like button. It does help out the stream tremendously in showing more people. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go through Bitcoin short-term, mid-term, long-term. We're also going to be chopping up some on-chain stuff and also liquidation heat maps, crypto bubbles, stock and flow, and fear and greed index, of course. And then what we're going to be doing, guys, we're actually going to be taking a little bit of a different turn today in terms of the show. And what I mean by that is we're going to be backtesting my new indicator on the Bitcoin short term because I'm starting a challenge, okay? I'm going to be starting a challenge in the next sort of maybe the next week or so. And what I'm going to be doing, it's a short form content challenge, right? So I don't want to bore you guys too much with this, but it's going to be completely degen, right? I'm going to be max leveraging an account on the 1 minute chart with no stop loss and recording short form content with that. Purely degen, purely entertainment factor, but I'm going to be doing basically the whole day one of longing or shorting Bitcoin with max leverage for 50 cents for every follower I have, okay? So on Instagram, I've got like 10,000 followers, so we're going to be doing like a $5,000 max trade, max leverage. It's going to be really, really, really fun, really entertaining, really looking forward to it. But I'm just trying to basically build like a short form, really degenerate scalping system for that. And I think the indicator that me and my dev have been developing over the last sort of couple of weeks or so, I think it's going to be really, really, really good for that. So we are going to be testing it on stream today and see if we can get some sort of strategy built for that short form content. But yeah, it's gonna be very, very exciting doing that. Really looking forward to it. A little bit nervous, could lose a lot of money, but it is what it is. It's good fun, right? But yeah, so let's start off with Bitcoin here on the short term time frame. And I see you, Neo, in the chat. Nice to see you there. CC crew. Is that what you're trying to say? Crow with knife. But yeah, guys, if you do have any altcoin requests, make sure you smash them in the chat as well. But yeah, let's talk about Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame, because yesterday we were talking about the idea of a retest of this falling parallel channel, right? We were talking about the idea of a retest and us sort of exploding to the moon here. Well, that didn't happen, did it? We actually saw us tank off an absolute cliff and saw us touch lows here. We saw touch lows in terms of the micro trend here, which is very interesting. Very, very interesting to see that happening, especially in the light of the Hong Kong ETF and the time frame it takes for institutions to sort of get ready to start buying Bitcoin here. And yeah, I didn't expect us to really dump that heavily off a cliff. Yes, we have dumped. Yes, we saw 59.2, I do believe. Saw 59.2. If anyone bought there, you're currently doing quite well in terms of a nice little trade. We've got a few trades open on Fairdesk that I got into at a couple of. I think we're in BNB, we're in Ethereum, and we're in SUI. Yeah, we're in that one as well, and we are currently long on those assets. A nice wide trade for this bull market, basically. So looking forward to making some nice gains on that, probably coming up to previous lower highs, stuff like that. So really, really easy trades in my opinion, because yes, I'm goddamn bullish on Bitcoin right now. Unfortunately, you're probably like, oh God, why are you bullish? We're falling off a cliff. It looks terrible. The reason why I'm bullish is I think this is just a trap, guys. It's an institutional trap because we've had the Hong Kong ETF. Everyone thinks it's going to go up. It's just a liquidity grab. They're liquidating loads of positions here, and then we're going to start banging up with institutional buying power. The fact that we've had ETFs pass literally all the way across the world now. This makes this whole bull market different. It makes the whole halving situation different. This is not normal, okay? It's insanely bullish. So yes, we might have a bit of a pullback, okay? What are we seeing now? We're seeing a bit of a pullback from previously testing highs there, and we're seeing a nice gentle downtrend. It's absolutely fine. We've had the halving for this to happen. Now, the real important point that I'm looking out for here, guys, is this 3-day volume weighted ATR band and the 4-hour volume weighted ATR band. One, they've just had a crossover, which is bullish, and the fact that they the 3-day is still in a very strong progressive stance is also bullish. And the last time that we broke the 3-day volume weighted ATR band with a lot of momentum to the upside, we haven't tested that again, guys. We haven't tested that for a bounce period. So there is a potential strong bounce period for that. So you can see here, we broke the 3-day volume weighted ATR band with a lot of momentum to the upside here. The first test is actually worth around 8% to the upside here. Second test, and then momentum just grows off that level, okay? So in terms of putting all the information in one place here, the ETFs, the institutional buying power, I just don't see Bitcoin falling below 58,000 here. I just don't see it. Hey, I might be wrong. Not going to be right all the time, but if we do see us dump below 58,000, then yes, it is going to be a pretty rough time here for Bitcoin. But at the end of the day, guys, we're still in a bull market. The most recent higher-low market structure here for Bitcoin in terms of higher-low to determine whether we're in a bull market at this point in time. Yes, we do have a higher-low at 59,000, which we have currently are testing. But you can see the congruency of that higher low. It's not really that valid because we didn't really have that much consolidation before breaking highs to confirm that higher low, right? So the most recent strong higher low that I would be using as a reference is actually going to be down at around $38,000. This is purely market structure, guys. I don't think we're going down to 38K, but we're still bullish if we're above $38,000, okay? We're still in this lovely bull market, okay? So just take that into consideration before you start selling your house and selling your dog and shorting Bitcoin, right? So yeah, just be aware for that. But yeah, overall, it is still looking bullish, guys. It is absolutely fine to have a consolidatory period like we are having here from all-time highs after having such an institutional madness in terms of buying power here for Bitcoin. So we are due another wave up. Believe it or not, we are due another wave up. We're just having a little bit of a shakeout right now. And we're still in the range that I was talking about, the all-time high, down to around 58, 59. So as long as we stay above that area, above 59, then I'm pretty happy. If we lose 59, 58K, guys, we can free fall, okay? Just be aware, we can free fall. I'm not saying panic sell all your crypto. What I'm saying is here, there's a very, very, very weak level here. This is a very, very weak level for us to be testing. You can see we smashed through it before with upwards momentum. It's very likely if we come down and test it, we smash through with downwards momentum as well. There's no support, there's no resistance there at all at this point in time. We've got a little bit at that candle body close, but nothing really to hold us up there. So the next key point to really be looking out for there would be 52, 53K. That sort of area there for a potential bounce here for Bitcoin. I mean, overall, I just don't see us getting there, guys. I really just don't see us getting to 53K. I mean, we might, but I think it's pretty unlikely. If we scroll back in previous history, we can probably look at some more data here to see previous price action, because we are flirting with the idea, and you can see how choppy it was between this area between 53 and 58 here. So yeah, that's actually very interesting. Very, very interesting data here, because you can see when we are testing these areas, and this is obviously previous bull markets, right? You can see we test it, we come straight back down. We test it, flirt with it, we come straight back down to that level. Test it, straight back down to that level. Coming up, flirting with it again. Obviously we did break, but we lose it, we come straight back down. We test it, straight back down. Test it, straight back down. So there is a pattern. There's a pattern here. Once we hit that $53,000, it's quite likely that we bang it straight back up to 58K, and then and see basically another upwards wave coming through for Bitcoin. Okay, so yeah, overall not looking too bad. Okay, it's not looking too bad, but lower prices could be on the horizon here. That's just. I still don't think, guys, like, you know, I'm not saying I'm bullish just because I'm bullish. I just don't think the institutions are going to let it. They might let it fall to 53. Okay, they might let it fall to 53, and then it's just going to be buying it up, right? Because they were buying up at these levels, 58, 61, right? We're seeing massive institutional waves here for Bitcoin at these crucial levels, near enough at all-time highs, right? So I don't see why they're going to let it fall to levels around 53 when they were buying at these levels, right? And at the end of the day, institutions right now like BlackRock and stuff like that, they're trying to accumulate as much as possible. So they're ideally going to be buying these dips as much as possible, right? I would have sort of expected a bigger buy at this 59k level. But if we do look on the spot chart, again, we do have the 3-day volume weighted ATR at 58.4. So maybe one final wave down for the next sort of day or so. Coming into Thursday, usually get like a Thursday little move down, and then a potential bounce point from that point, right? But again, it's just, in my opinion, just purely liquidations. We were looking at liquidation heat map yesterday, and that basically was stating that 61k. You can see these previous liquidations here that we did see coming through. This is yeah, towards the end of yesterday there, you can see we actually smashed through those liquidations and saw that 61.8 was the target. I think we were talking about 61.8 was the target on the stream, and then you can see from there it's just kind of crashed down to 60k quite aggressively, smashing through the liquidations. Now the liquidations today, guys, there's a lot more people that are actually, we'll go into funding rates in a minute, but more people you can see here are very, very short. Like the general sentiment is short here for Bitcoin. You can see the liquidation levels are really, really quite high here from the current price up to around 62.50. Again, it makes sense to bounce where we are now. It does make sense to bounce where we are now. And in terms of all the institutions around the world that are looking to buy, it would not take that much buying pressure, or it'll be one wave and then everyone else is going to follow suit, and then the price will go back up. So yeah, really not too worried there. Let's have a look at funding rates quickly here for Bitcoin. Here we go, funding rates for Bitcoin. And as you can see, it's pretty much equal so far. Like it's very, very equal. So I think you're actually still going to get paid to hold your short positions from the long positions only just here. But yeah, you can see the sentiment is slowly getting short. It's slowly leveling out, right, between the longs and the shorts. Okay, so you can see this is slowly leveling out there. Now let's look at exchange exchange reserve, because this is interesting as well. We are seeing a little bit of a spike up here, guys. This is how much Bitcoin people are holding on the exchanges. As we know, it's been a downtrend pretty much ever since the previous bull market there. And we are seeing a little bit of a wave up. This is actually a bearish sign. Oh, excuse me. This is a bearish sign when we do see a wave up like so, because it essentially means people are moving their Bitcoin from their hardware wallets back onto exchanges to potentially sell it. Okay, so just be aware for that. And with the fear and greed index down at around 54. God damn, doesn't that steak look good? Down at around 54, sorry vegans, being neutral there, then it basically, it's showing that a lot of people are getting a little bit more scared here for the crypto markets. And it's absolutely fine, guys. We see this every halving, like we see it every time, a bit of a dump, a bit of sideways action, and then what happens? We see a massive move to the upside. How long is that move to the upside going to take before our altcoins start exploding, before Bitcoin starts exploding? Usually, guys, it's the end of October. Okay, that's what we do have. So let's get the daily up here. Where are we? Midterm, long term. Here we go. So usually it's the end of October. So we are talking price action. Obviously, just a guess. Towards the end of October here. So this is usually when we do see the insane bull market start to take off there. So we do have quite a long breathing. I'm just going to get rid of this because it looks like this is what I'm predicting. It's terrible. Yeah, so we actually do have quite a long breathing period here for Bitcoin to sort of flirt around in this area. And yeah, we'll just see how we go. And in my opinion, guys, I think worst case scenario, we wick down to 53, 52, and then we start basically a gradual uptrend. And then we just see sort of the gold ETF scenario, where we just see a gradual uptrend there for Bitcoin over the course of the next coming months until we hit that sort of end of October peak time, and then the money's shut. And then basically we've got a basically insanely strong alt season that will take place for, I don't know, probably I mean, it's going to be a super cycle, guys. So who knows how long it's going to last? Like roughly 6 to 12 months here. It could last a lot longer than that, depending on the mass adoption of blockchain technology. So we will have to see there. But yeah, that is going to be Bitcoin, guys. Not that much to talk about today. Just going to go to crypto bubbles quickly. On the daily, we're looking at a sea of red as normal. Coins to really be looking out for here, guys, at the moment that haven't actually dumped just yet. That have been doing quite well recently. You've got Stellar, okay? You've got ICP, which is kind of holding its own. Chili's still 2.5% down. I mean, I'm talking compared to other coins like Solana, Stacks, Gala, Uniswap, eCash, XMR's doing all right. XRP is holding its own as well. So yeah, overall, guys, a couple of coins to watch there. You got Crow 2.3%. I can get that on the screen for you guys. Rune 3.3% as well. So what does this tell us? It tells us that we can sort of see quite a few of the coins that are kind of holding their own here, which shows a bit more confidence here in the markets. If you are going to be looking to trade those assets here, they're not as volatile as coins like Gala and Stacks and Helium and Core. I don't know what the name is for that one. But yeah, overall not looking too bad compared to the actual chart here. I would have expected bigger dumps here for altcoins. But hey, it's not alt season just yet, guys. We've got to be patient for that. But yeah, let's get into, what should we get into? Any altcoin requests, guys? Make sure you get your altcoin requests in the chat, and I'll chop them up. I'm not really seeing that much chatter today. It's absolutely fine. It's a bearish time. The views and the talk is lower when it's bearish, which is calm. But while you guys are getting your altcoin requests in the chat, then what I am going to do, I'm going to begin back testing this this new strategy here on the quantum insight indicator, right? So what I'm sort of looking for here, guys, again, just to explain to you, is a short form strategy on the 3-minute time frame, okay? On a short form strategy for short form content on the 3-minute time frame, and I've got some really interesting indicators that I'm going to be going through very, very shortly, and the strategy that we have got for that. In the meantime, we're going to get Algorand for I wish I could read properly. Sonoda. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Let me know if I am. But in the meantime, I'm going to do a bit of Algorand for you, my good sir. Algorand. God, love Algo, man. Been around for a hot minute, Algo has. We'll do Binance. We'll do a bit of Binance. Okay, I mean, Algo ran massive wick to the upside in the last sort of, well, 7 days ago, around that. Very, very, very strong. Instant sell-off, unfortunately. But it was around a 37% move. I actually think I saw this on Crypto Bubbles. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so we're going to be doing we could do the macro. Just going to be simply drawing in some trend lines right now because this is clearly the current high that we have just had for this asset in this most recent run. And you can see from there we are setting lower highs continuously for that asset. The unconfirmed lower high here would be this area because we haven't actually broken this low just yet. But what I would say here is there is going to be a potential breakout scenario here for this asset, which could be on the cards fairly soon, okay? And with seeing a move like this, it shows that there is bullish momentum still in the tank there compared to the rest of the market, and that can essentially mean potential measure move breaking out of this falling wedge, something along the lines of this, right? We will get Fibonacci into it. We will have a look at many other competing factors here, like for example, we've got many hidden bullish divergence here, and that usually means continuation of the uptrend, and we haven't really seen anything sort of echo from that data just yet, okay? So that's an inclination that we could see some upside here for Algorand. Let's bring in some, okay, a VRVP, volume, visible range, volume profile. Used to be VPVR, I swear to God. And you can see the point of control for that, which is basically a very volatile area, and a support level here that we can be using is pretty much sat directly where we're on, which is a bullish sign to the upside. Let's have a look at automatic Fibonacci retracement, see what levels we're tapping there. Again, tapping 0.618, as the Fibonacci retracement area. We have closed above that for support here on the daily, so looking bullish on that front. Let's have a look at, where are you? Volume weighted ATR bands, and then we're going to do some MAs. Very simple. So again, above the 60-minute volume weighted ATR band, you can see the 12-hour here is in a progressive stance. So that is a bullish sign here. So we could be looking for a nice level of support coming down. So if we do, it's basically the next day or so, which is pretty much tied in perfectly with Bitcoin. We're likely to probably see a move down, test the 12-hour, test the Fibonacci, test the volume profile visible range here, and then we are a bit more zoomed out. It's yeah, there we go. Slightly further down. This is moving at the moment. But yeah, so basically testing this area and then seeing a little bit more upwards momentum. If that momentum is gonna play out perfectly, then the breakout scenario that we could be looking for here for Algorand is probably going to be around, I mean, you can say 31% if you want. It's going to be it's going to be pretty stupid going for the whole measure move here. It's very unlikely this happens. It's 3 to 1 chance you see the full measure move completion. So what I do here, and the safest way you can be trading these chart patterns here, is essentially staggering your TPs, right? So what I mean by that is 4 take profits throughout the measure move, and then once you hit your first take profit, you take your stop loss and you put your stop loss to your entry point. Okay, so your entry point would be basically around this area, around 20 cents there, and then riding up the first wave to 21.3, which is still a pretty juicy move, guys. It's still a 5-6% move here inside that measure move. Once you hit your first TP, stop loss to entry, and then you're basically sat there in a risk-free position. But yeah, overall, just to summarize, guys, we do have very strong levels of support on the volume weighted average true range, and also VPVR. We did the point of control here, very strong area of validity there, and I'll never say that word properly. And what was the other one? Automatic Fibonacci retracement, the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement there. We have had a macro daily candle body close above that area as well. So yeah, overall looking pretty bullish. Maybe a short-term test to the downside for the day of around 16.43, and then a move to the upside, and then we can be looking for this lovely juicy breakout for Algorand. Donna says quite a few tokens have the stock RSI at the bottom on the weekly chart. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, I mean, if we just generally look at altcoins and how much they've pulled back, it's just been ridiculous. Like, even Algorand took a 50% hit in the last sort of 3 to 4 weeks, maybe a month or so. Yeah, probably around a month. Yeah, just around a month there. And you can see it's absolutely fine having these pullbacks, and that's probably why the weekly stochastic is right down at the bottom here. But you're right, Donna, if we are getting those crossovers, it is very likely that we do see a nice bit of bullish momentum coming through for some altcoins. And what did we see last bull market, guys? We saw some altcoins, probably, for example, like Matic, like Polygon, right, started to move on their own just out of nowhere. Bang, 20% to the upside. It was just like, whoa, okay, crazy stuff. So this is sort of what we're probably going to see over the next few months or so. And this is where we will see the strength internally of these projects that have been developing over the last sort of, well, since the previous run, or new projects like TIA and stuff like that, right? So we will see basically some projects move on their own and climb up that coin market cap ladder that we do reference here on the stream. So yeah, we will see some moves to the upside here, I'm sure, for some altcoins at least. Okay, now let's get to back testing, because I've got to back test this bad boy. I want to get a nice short form strategy. So what we're doing here, guys, we're looking for basically momentum divergences, essentially. Maybe not so much divergences, but we're looking for momentum areas. So you can see strong momentum to the upside, less momentum to the upside, but still above that zero area, and we have had that retracement coming through. We have also got money flow coming down as well, and then also we got stochastic to the upside. We do have an AI crossover, a bearish crossover, and also a nice confirmation X signal as well. Now, and also a nice bearish circle signal there on the chart for momentum. So all of the stars are aligning here for basically a short position. What I want to test here, guys, through these new confluences is essentially So this will be the entry with all of our confluences there. What I want to test here is basically if we were to act on this position and short it down to the 1 minute volume weighted ATR band, I want to look at the success rate from that point, okay? So you can see here that we've got, this would be the entry, okay? The entry would be here once we get all the confirmation, once we get that 3 minute close, and then we are going to be looking for basically that short position down. So that is, it is around a 0.6% move there for Bitcoin, okay? So nothing too crazy, but it's still like a couple of $100 there. So yeah, definitely something to really be looking out for there overall. So we're going to be testing that now. I'm just going to be doing simply TPs using a trailing take profit using that volume weighted average true range band here on the 1 minute. Okay, and guys, this is it might be a bit boring for you, and I apologize. I'm going to be doing this anyway, so I thought I might as well just do it live on stream with you guys. And you can request your altcoins as and when, and we'll just jump across charts. So like Brykaz here has requested Bitcoin Cash, so we can jump to Bitcoin Cash quickly and just pick that apart. Bitcoin Cash currently now 0.7% today. Chart's looking pretty choppy here, so I'm not going to I want to delete some stuff to make it more visually appealing for an update for you. Actually, you know what? I will keep Fibonacci there. I will get rid of volume weighted average true range. So looking at market structure to start off with, the market structure higher low point that we can be referencing here is actually down at 332. So still in a bullish market structure if you're still above that zone, okay? And right now, compared to a lot of the coins, Bitcoin Cash is actually looking quite strong. The reasoning for this is because we haven't actually crossed the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement, guys. If we cross this area, this is basically, we'll cross it with a retest and then confluence to the downside. That essentially means that the confirmation of the reversal of the trend has happened, and that's a 0.5 Fibonacci retracement. So what we're actually looking for here is, it's very likely that we actually come down here. We come down, we test the 0.5 because we haven't tested that yet, and then we have probably a short-term bounce to the upside. Now I do have some Fibonacci drawn in. All-time highs, yeah, all-time highs, yeah. All-time highs for Bitcoin Cash to swing low bear market there, and that is a very, very crucial zone as well, because we have lost that most recently with that pump, with that dump to the downside here for just Bitcoin in general. So that does give us an inclination that we are likely to see a continued move to the downside here for this asset, okay? And that would mean down to the 0.5, which would be around a 5.56% move. So micro term, I would say bearish. Macro term, I would say bullish, because the market structure is still looking really, really good. Carver coin, I bought at 91 cents. Have a little look at Carver coin quickly. 0.4. You can see this is the bullish pennant chart pattern that we were looking for previously. Didn't get it, obviously fell off a cliff. Testing very, very strong higher lows here. This is really not great for this chart. Yeah, this is really rough actually for Carver. Did not expect this at all. Okay, yeah, so Carver looking pretty bad. You bought 91 cents. Yeah, I mean, you bought the top of, I mean, it's not, it's just unlucky, really. What's happened to you there? Sonoda, sorry. I'm trying. Sonoda. Yeah, it's very unlucky buying at 91 cents here, because again, this looks like a very clean level of support that that would play out. And then you've got also these levels of support as well, which just didn't do anything. You just fell off a cliff from that point. So yeah, unfortunately, it is unlucky, and it does happen with some altcoins. It does look like a fundamental dump, so I don't know what actually happened here with Carver. So I would definitely be doing some research into that. But overall, if you don't mind holding this asset, again, need to check the fundamentals on it. And the fact that you tested lows here is slightly concerning. But previous bull market here, you're sailing. Okay, you're sailing really, really, really high there, around $5. So it's very likely that, and you've had confidence coming through with this micro alt season that we did see. So it's very likely that you do recover here. So as long as you're not in a 100x leverage long or anything like that, then you should be fine here. But you just be prepared for swings here as well, because I mean you've already held it down at around 54 cents. So I think you're going to be all right here. You're going to be all right if you've managed to hold that level and not panic sell or anything like that. Just be patient. You will come back. It's very likely. You just unfortunately it's going to be a long play for you there. But overall, it does look pretty rough. Maybe I would do some research into the fundamental aspects as to why this did dump there. Here Optimus says, "Good morning." Good morning to you, sir. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Right, let's jump back to BTC quickly. And Brykaz says, "Thanks, brother." Anytime, man. Anytime. Oh, that T is a good one. Right, so let's find another position here using all those confluences. So you can see straight off the bat that we did see a TP get hit there. So we're going to be banging in a nice big tick. Love to see it. And what are we looking for now? We're looking for a main anchor, sub anchor, AI crosses. Didn't get it, unfortunately. Main anchor, sub anchor, AI crosses. We've got the X as well there, and we've got the momentum sub anchor. We do have money flow in the opposite direction here, so this is definitely something that we need to test again. But you can see, and this is where I want to get sort of a bias as to what's going to be good here for a position like this, and what we can be using for the short form content that we're going to be creating, because you can see comes down straight away and absolutely slaps that TP like really, really cleanly. So what I'm sort of going to be looking for here, guys, is going to be potentially a 1-to-1 risk reward here. So that basically means I'm risking 1% of the equity on either my account or the position in relevance to my stop loss. So my TP is 1% and my stop loss is 1% as well. So it keeps it nice and simple. Yeah, so you can see there, even though we got quite a few confluences there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Didn't have money flow, so that's 5 confluences out of. I mean, we had money flow here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. Yeah, 6 out of 5 confluences there. So overall, it's looking pretty good. So what we're probably going to do here is take the average of the confluences. So if we're playing out of 6 confluences, we're probably going to be taking the trade if we have, say, I'd like to say 5 out of 6. I don't really want to go 4. It's a bit it's a bit riskier. But yeah, we're just going to test this and see what we can come up with here. But overall, looking pretty good at 1-to-1. And I haven't tested this before, guys, at all. This is all live. I just wanted to I genuinely just wanted to test it, right? Because I want to find a strategy for short form content here for YouTube. So you can see here that we do have a main anchor and then we do have sub anchor. After that retracement, oh yeah, that's the confluence. After that retracement to 0 there, we don't really have money flow here, but so we can't be using that. But we do have AI crossover and also a nice confirmation of a bearish X as well. So that will be an entry, because you can see we are having 5 confluences there out of 6. And the TP is all the way down to the from that candle body close to the volume weighted. What is it? Volume weighted average true range. Completely went blank there at a 1-to-1 risk reward there. There we go. And you can see so far we've had 3 TPs. Nicely done. Good stuff. And yeah, looking pretty good. I want to test this for probably about a month or so if we can get the data here. So yeah, just don't want to bore you guys as well. But yeah, this is a strategy that we're going to be executing here on the channel, and I might even start executing it on Copy Trader. We will see, but I'm sure that we're going to see some losses as well, right? It's not just going to be wins. But yeah, you can see so far we've had 3 nice clean trades, 5 out of 6 confluences here. And you can see this, we've got main anchor, we've got sub anchor, we've got our AI bullish arrow there telling us to get in. We don't have a cross, okay, so that's a confluence we don't have. So we have 1, 2, 3. We don't actually have money flow on our side there, so that's 3 confluences. We do have stochastic, that's 4 confluences. So unfortunately, 4 out of 6. It's no cigar, my good sir, we're not going to be entering. But just for data purposes, let's have a little look. What do you know? Would have been a loss, okay? So that's a good sign there to see 4 out of 6 confluences we didn't have. So we're not going to be taking that trade there, okay? So now what we're looking for, I mean, we've got money flow here, not too bad. We've got our main anchors coming through. We've got sub anchor here, stochastic, no cross here, okay? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Losing it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I swear there was a fifth confluence there. We've got stochastic, and this is it, guys. It's a new indicator that I'm using, so I'm not that confident with it just yet. But we're getting there. We're getting there. So it's all a learning process. And when you are testing new stuff like this, so you've got main anchor 1, sub anchor 2, AI bullish arrow 3. You've got stochastic 4, money flow 5. So that is 5 out of 6 there that we can say we're getting in, and this is going to be an entry. Okay, so I'm not sure how this is going to play out. Again, guys, we're not sure here. And what do you know? We've got, I think it might be a stop loss. Might be a stop loss, guys, because we are going for the volume weighted ATR band live price. Okay, and that, if that is going to be a 1-to-1, and as I said, they will be trailing. So this would be the 0.45 there, and you can see, only just at a 1-to-1, we are going to be taking that as a loss. Nice punch to the face there. You can see pretty much straight after that we bang it. So here's what it is. Happens to the best of us. Let's bang that in as a loss. No sweat. Good stuff. And that is using 5 out of 6 confluences there. Now, what are we looking for? Main anchor, sub anchor, money flow not on our side, stochastic not on our side. So yeah, overall, not going to be taking that trade because that is a 5 out of 6 confluences there. Here we go. Unfortunately, we don't have, obviously it looks good, it looks quite clean, but the momentum isn't high enough, okay? This would be high enough because you can see it's actually over that red momentum line, but unfortunately it's not. I mean, this would be an entry, essentially. This would be an entry because we've got everything. We've got stochastic, AI crossovers, we've got the confirmation of the entry there, and Mika's media, you made me laugh there, bro. And you can see we do have a nice anchor there. Money flow not on our side, but yeah, this would actually be an entry, and this wouldn't be an entry. So let's bang that in, and let's see where that takes us. Whether that takes us down. Yes, it does. Very nice and clean, actually. Nice clean trade for Bitcoin down to that volume weighted average true range band on the 1 minute. So looking really, really quite clean there on that 3 minute. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Dun, 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 dun. And again, guys, if you are just joining, I'm literally just back testing a strategy that we're going to be using here over on maybe on Copy Trader, but we're going to be doing a high risk degen play for short form content, and I'm going to be trading 50 cents for every Instagram follower I have in a high risk position every single day. So I'm just trying to develop like a short scalp strategy for that. And yeah, with a high success rate, so I don't basically lose loads and loads of money, because the more followers you get, the more money I'm gonna have to risk. So the first trade, I'm gonna be banging in $5,000, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun. So it's gonna be like yeah, day 1 of trading 50 cents for every Instagram follower I've got. Today we have 10,000 followers, so we're gonna be placing a trade of $5,000, right? So yeah, it's gonna be good fun. And I will be posting this over on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram as well, guys. So if you are just following here on YouTube, don't worry, you will see the short form content coming through. Now, you can see these crosses are not really appearing on the lower side of this chart at all. So there might be something wrong with the indicator there. I haven't seen any... Ah, here we go. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, they are appearing. Yeah, it just shows that we're on the 3 minute time frame. This is why it's good to like test these things as well. So where were we? What was our previous entry? It was just here. So now we are looking for... It looks like 5 out of 6 is a good spot entry. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's looking pretty good, hey? You can see we've got a main anchor here. And... a main anchor, and then we look for that retracement to that 0 point there, and we've had that retracement coming through, and then we do have our sub anchor, but unfortunately we don't have that cross that we're looking for. We've got the AI, we've got money flow. We don't actually have stochastic as well. Stochastic's really, really quite low there. And obviously, if we're looking for a short, we need that nice and high. So this is a no entry scenario, guys. Main anchor looking strong. Sub anchor here. Money flow. Here we go, baby. This is looking quite tasty. We've got stochastic. We've got all confluences here. It's actually looking good, okay? Money flow a little bit choppy here, but still, after seeing such bullish money flow, usually it probably would flow in for a continued amount of time here. So you can see this would be our entry point. I mean, unfortunately, it does look like it will be a loss because you can see the momentum actually goes to the upside after we get in. So let's just see on the chart. No, it's not. It's actually a TP. What it looks like anyway. So you can see we're going to get in just about here, and it's going to be a trailing TP down here, guys, at a 1-to-1 risk reward, and that is. And this is where it gets interesting, right? Because you can see it is technically a loss. Okay, it's technically a loss from the first point of a TP. Now, if that TP is trailing, like you can see here, we're going to be trailing that TP along this little green line here. You can see by the time that we actually come up to this stop loss area, which would have been a stop loss if we left our TP where it was, it's actually not a stop loss because our stop loss moves as well. And there is platforms that you can actually do this and program it in. So you can see this actually would have been a TP coming down actually to volume weighted average true range there, coming down like so. And that is consisting of a move of 63. So yeah, a couple of $100 there. Quite nice. There's another thing I've got to take into consideration for this challenge is like how big is my leverage going to be, and what sort of moves can I be capitalizing on without the fees sort of overtaking everything, right? So we have to work that all out as well. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. But yeah, overall, nice little trade there. Good stuff. You can see we do have money flow, main anchor, sub anchor. Unfortunately, no cross. So and the money flow in the opposite direction as well. So not good there. Main anchor, sub anchor, choppy money flow, but this would be an entry. Okay, this would be an entry, and the reasoning for that is because it is lower, continuously lower than this area. So for example, like so, it's continuously lower than these points, which means the momentum is slowly retracing, which is a good sign. We've got the AI triangle, we've got that cross as well, the confirmation of the entry. Stochastic is high. Haven't got money flow, but we've got 5 out of 6 confluences there, so that is going to be a nice entry for us, which is there. And you can see pretty good stuff. Not too shabby at all. Yeah, I think this, it kind of seems like this strategy is going to be a spot strategy. Like leverage wise, it looks a bit too tight. So maybe this isn't going to work for me. It might be worth testing on a longer term time frame here with the other volume weighted ATR bands there, because it does look quite clean overall. It does look really, really quite clean here. Get another little tick going on in there. So let's just zoom out and let's see where we're at so far with this strategy. So that's going to be a tick as well. What we're at 7 trades, 6 out of 7 are TPs. Very, very strong. Looking pretty good here on the 3-minute chart. Now, what are we looking for? We've got, I mean, the money flow is there. It's not great. Okay, it's not great, but it's there. We've got main anchor, we've got sub anchor, we've got AI, we've got stochastic. So that is our 5 confluences there, looking pretty strong. That is going to be a nice little entry for us. It's going to work. And look at that. Unfortunately, we didn't get to the 1-minute volume weighted ATR band. So that is going to be a loss. It's going to be a loss, unfortunately. It's weird. I've got losses and wins in different color. Interesting. It takes a long time to get to that loss though. Yeah, a long time. But yeah, loss nonetheless. It is what it is. We got Big Mug again, says Onion Ring. You know. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Yeah, so that's going to be a loss. So that is, what, 6 out of 8 trades. We have losing trades there. This is a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio as well, guys, if you're just joining us. We're just back testing a strategy that I'm going to be potentially using for short-form content here. And we're looking for that main momentum and then the confluences here. So we can't really see anything here. We've got a bit coming through from here, but you can see the momentum is still quite low. This would have been an entry, but we've got choppy money flow, not on our side, because we need money flow basically on our side here. So for example, right, you've got money flow coming through bullish, flips back bearish. We're capitalizing on this little move, the money flow, like the trend of the money flow, right? Capitalizing on that move, coming back. And if we're looking for that long position, like so using these divergences, then essentially we're looking for that money flow crossing back bullish, okay, nice and smooth, capitalizing on something like that. But unfortunately, we don't get that, so it's going to be a no trade, even though it looks like it probably would be a win there, but got to be strict, got to be strict. Here would look great, okay? It would look great, but we don't have our AR crossover, and we don't have money flow looking smooth, so yeah, not great. This is two of confluences, but yeah, you can see this is actually higher than the previous wave, okay? It's higher than the previous wave, so that means momentum is likely to continue to the upside, and you can see it does do that. So yeah, it does line up pretty perfectly from that point. Not a high enough momentum anchor there. This is interesting. So we don't have money flow. Okay, guys, we don't have money flow on our side. But what we do have is a main anchor. We do have a sub anchor after that retest of that 0 point area. We do have stochastic nice and high. We have our AI cross, and we do have, our AI arrow, and also our cross entry as well. So that will be an entry point for this. Let's see how this goes. Our TP is going to be, well, this is a long position. I mean, it's a short position, but you're in it for a long time because there is sideways action. Our TP is going to be a trailing take profit and a trailing stop loss is what we're currently testing. And you can see that hits that volume weighted ATR band just perfectly here after basically not tapping any sort of stop loss at all. So that's going to be a nice little win there for this position. Pretty choppy, a lot of sideways action here. But again, this is a 3-minute chart, guys. So that is only from 4:30 till 12, so around 8 hours. 8 hours, God. There's a long trade actually for the 3-minute. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that is looking pretty good as well. What's that? 9 trades, 7 wins on the strategy so far today. See your message popping up, Donna. Now, here we go. We've got main anchor. We've got sub anchor here. And we don't have our our cross here to get in. But what we do have is money flow on our side. Now, looking at stochastic. Stochastic is pretty high still. So that is going to be an entry. Okay, it is still going to be an entry. And we do have 5 out of 6 confluences there using that divergence. So yeah, I am going to be happy getting into that. And that is going to be a trade for us there. And then again, our TP is going to be volume weighted ATR band on the 1 minute. Let's see how that lines up. Let's see, nice TP. Or maybe stopped out. Oh, she's tight. Yep, it is not a stop out. It looks like we just missed it, guys. We just missed it there. So yeah, maybe if you are in a leverage position, you probably would have got wrecked there. But you can see overall, we did hit our TP there, nice and strong. And just thinking, just got to be as accurate as possible here. If the trailing stop loss was up at this point, would we have hit it? No, we wouldn't have hit it. We wouldn't have hit it. Because if we forward it to this zone, which is what we're sort of referencing that point, that would have been... Did we hit it? It's like 99. That's crazy. Yeah, we hit it. We hit it. Yeah, it would have been a stop out. And this is why we do this, guys, because you can see how accurate that was there at that 1-to-1 position there. And you can see it didn't actually hit it from our TP here, but you can see here we actually did hit it throughout that position if those trailing stop losses and take profits were working as they should be. So that is going to be a loss here on the system. Banging that in there. Good stuff. What's that? 10 trades, 7 wins, and 3 losses. Our 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio, so that is a 7% profit. Main anchor, sub anchor, money flow. Actually, not looking too bad here. So potentially an entry, yeah. I would say that is an entry. It doesn't like it's going to hit. Come on, doesn't like it's going to hit TP, but it is still an entry. So you can see main anchor, sub anchor. I mean, actually, no, stochastic. Look at stochastic, man. Stochastic's at the halfway point. No, that's a no entry. We lose confluence there. We haven't got our X. That's 4 out of 6 there. So unfortunately, that is going to be a no entry. Even though it is a loss, conveniently. This doesn't look bad because you've got main anchor. Again, another main anchor there, but no confluence. And again, if this sub anchor was higher than this this previous sub anchor, then yes, we would be not getting in here. But you can see that we do have that lower than momentum line, which is that central point there. And you do have momentum slowing down. Stochastic nice and high. We've got our AI crossover and our AI cross just in general. So this will be the entry point. And it looks like a loss, guys. And again, like I said, I haven't tested this strategy. This is something that we are just testing here on the stream to see if we can find a strategy here for short form content. I just thought I'd give it a test. I was going to test it anyway, so I thought I might as well just do it on stream with you guys. So that's going to be another loss. Interesting. And this is a 3-minute time frame, guys, so we can see quite a few losses here. And the system at a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio right now is 11 losses and 7 wins. Do you think? Yeah. So down. We're around 6. We're at 6% profits so far. Now we're looking for main anchor, sub anchor. Did I put music on for you guys today? Let me start that again just in case it's not working. Okay, morning. Can you take a look at NEAR, please? Yes, I can have a little look at NEAR for you. And this is it, guys. If you've got altcoin requests while I'm just back testing, please put them in the chat and we'll jump to the charts. It's not a problem. If you are new to the channel as well, we're streaming every single day, Monday to Friday, baby. Chopping it up. NEAR is a really nice buying zone, actually. It's nice. It's bouncing on the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement. We did see NEAR actually take a bit of a hit recently. Where was it? Yeah, NEAR down at around 10% here on Crypto Bubbles for the daily. Absolutely fine. It's just it is behaving quite aggressively compared to a lot of the other coins out there. So that's definitely something to take into consideration. But the fact that it's dumped so much is sort of an instigator that it probably will dump. It probably won't dump as hard now because it already has. But be aware, you're still in this chart pattern. It's still looking. It's a bull flag, so it is bullish. It is for a nice breakout scenario. Didn't get the breakout scenario. We were looking at that retest previously for this asset, but we didn't get that, and it's still valid, guys. It's still going to be a 31% move to the upside when we do break there. But key areas here to hold support is the 0.382 Fibonacci there. If you do see candle body closes here on the macro, I'm talking on the daily here, in 17 hours 57, below the 0.382, look at the last time that happened. We actually dumped right the way down to the 0.5, okay? And again, if we just bang a horizontal in here, where that Fibonacci area is, you can see when we do see candle body closes below that again, we saw another big leg down, even there, leg down. Candle closing above it, we're testing it, right? But let's actually zoom in a little bit further to that. Yeah, you can see candle body close was actually just below the 0.5. Yeah, pretty much dead on the 0.5, so currently use that for data. But yeah, just be aware, on the macro, in 17 hours, if we close below this zone, then I would expect a nice probably move down to around 5.45 or around 5.6 there. Definitely something to take into consideration. Also, it could be better that the strategy works better on altcoins, says Here Optimus. Yeah, you're completely right. You're completely right. Could. It could. And this is, I kind of want to test quite a few things because, like we can see here, just generally like on the strategy, how often are these trades? Okay, we've got one trade at 5:36. The next trade is at 9, same day, but 4 hours apart. And you can see here we've got a trade 9, and then it follows through to the next day at 4 a.m. So that's what, 7 hours apart again. And then you can see here, look at this gap. This gap is like ridiculous. So it's Saturday the 27th to Sunday the 28th, near enough a whole day there. I think it's just under a day there, which is just ridiculous. No, it's over a day. Yeah, it's 27 hours. Okay, so 27 hours I'm gonna be waiting for a trade. And if I'm doing short form content, I need to be doing it like sort of every day here. So maybe it's the case. I kind of want to find like a universal strategy that has a high success rate across multiple altcoins, and then I can basically just be like, oh, go down the watch list. There's a trade. Enter that. Just degen it up and yeah, create content like that, right? Sort of what I'm looking for here. But yeah, a lot of testing will be needed here. So yeah, that's what essentially we're doing. Right, let's look for another one. And we're nearly an hour, guys, so I will be ending the stream fairly shortly. But if you are enjoying the content, make sure you smash a like. And I know it's not the usual content, guys. I know it's not. I just thought I'd do this today while I'm doing it anyway. Also, timeframes can do the differences. I have actually tested this on like the 4 hour, and it's like the moves are ridiculous. They're unreal. Like the moves are just crazy for multiple assets. So I'll be showing you guys that very, very shortly. But right now, I'm just trying to get the short form content done because in terms of growing the channel, because we started the channel like at the end of the the end of the bull market last year. Well, not last year, back in 2021, right? So we missed out on a lot of the traffic coming through to crypto. So that's why we didn't see the channel grow so rapidly. So what I'm going to be doing here is jumping into short form content, probably quite degen to get a lot more of a spotlight here and grow the channel quite rapidly throughout the next sort of couple of months or so, because we might not have alt season for a while. And in terms of like viewers and people coming into the channel, a lot of them do come in through alts, not Bitcoin. So a lot of meme coins and stuff like that. So I need to sort of jump into that audience and grow the channel like that, I think. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. We'll see how it goes. Many thanks. I am long from 5.882. I wanted to check if the previous analysis about the bull flag had changed after this dump. Many thanks again. Hey, not a problem, Mike. Not a problem, man. Gotta love Near. Gotta love Near. I think Near's still massively underpriced. So yeah, let's have a look at this trade here. You can see many confluences. It's looking really, really good, but we don't have stochastic. Stochastic's down around 48, so that does instigate that it's not going to be good. And money flow is not in our favor for a short position there. Again, there's no trade for a while here. You can see there might have been a trade here, but you can see we didn't actually retrace to that central point, so that confluence is not valid, unfortunately. Here we do have a trade. Here we do. Stochastic up around 80. That's doable. Money flow, bit choppy for our liking there, but we do have... Oh no, maybe not. We don't have momentum crossovers here. I'm talking crossing over this 50 area, like we have seen here. We're looking for that crossover. We didn't get it, so unfortunately that is going to be a no trade. And it does signify when we do see these areas getting really high. So for example, like this, guys, when momentum is really, really high like this, if we jump to the chart, you can see that bullish momentum pushing this area up here on this indicator. That's why it's just such a good indicator here. You can see bullish momentum being really, really high, crossing this area to the top side here. The momentum has to come back down, okay? Stochastic as well, it has to come back down. You can see from that point, it just shoves us all the way right back down. So, I mean, it's the wrong clicking thing there. But yeah, I can go back and look, you can see high momentum here, coming down, okay? So it is, I mean, that's maybe something else that needs to be tested. High momentum here, coming down quite aggressively. And again, you can see like really strong bullish momentum here. We see a nice big move to the upside here. So from a spot perspective here, guys, bullish momentum as well. Like, sorry, overextended momentum to the downside. You can see massive move to the upside. Again, here. Again, here. It's just, it plots out the spot moves like really, really, really perfectly here from a momentum standpoint. So yeah, we will, again, guys, I will be showcasing this indicator to you very, very soon. There's just a few final tweaks that we're perfecting here, but overall it's looking really, really, really strong here. Really, really strong. But yeah, anyway, let's get back to that testing we were just testing there. So it's quite a while since that previous position. So is this a trade? Let me just go back to that previous position. We'll go from there. See, anchor, stochastic, didn't get the AI. We've had that crossover. Money flow not on our side, so that is 4 out of 6 confluences. So unfortunately, no trade. Momentum, no AI. Money flow not looking good. Stochastic was good, but no money flow. Here is a entry. Yeah, we've got momentum, very strong here. We do also have money flow coming on our side. I mean, it's a bit late here, but we still have all the other confluences here to be referencing there. We've got stochastic exploding to the upside here. We've got AI crossover. We've got the X as well. So this is definitely going to be an entry for us there. And let's see how that plays out. You can see it does tap the volume weighted ATR band on the upside here. But that is not going to be our stop loss, because our stop loss is actually a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio trailing both of these points. Which you can see, we actually would have hit TP here. Really nice. So TP would have been hit at a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. So that is a nice win on the system. Good stuff. I thought we would be oversold by now, says Mika's Media. I do love your name, man. It's cool. We were oversold here on the short-term time frames. I mean, the macro we probably are now. Macro, we're coming down to cross that level here, that 35 level. So there is actually room for downside here. Still here for Bitcoin, down to probably around 58. We do have plotted in our chart from a spot perspective this this very strong area of 58. Get your limit orders in. Yeah, guys, you can see this indicator just in general is it's quite exciting. Got some good stuff happening. No crosses, no X's. Sorry, no AI. No crosses, no AI bearish signals there. So this is no entry, go long. This is where it's getting interesting because we do have them. We've got main anchors here. We don't have any X's. We've got no crossovers there, no sub anchors looking good. I would say this is looking like an entry, but the main anchor, the previous main anchor, is actually all the way over here. And technically, yes, because you can see momentum is actually getting smaller at every single wave. Actually, maybe not here. You can see strong, lower, lower, lower. So technically, this is why it needs testing, because this, in my opinion, would be an entry. I don't know the results of it, so yeah, that's why it would need testing here. But yeah, that would be an entry in my opinion. Not clean. It's not as clean as what we have seen, but yeah, would be an entry. We've got stochastic, we've got AI, we've got X's. Don't have money flow, but it still overall does look pretty good. So we're going to put that in on the system because it is still low in these areas, and that is going to be the main anchor. And yeah, what do you know? It smashes it. Smashes it. From a TP perspective. Easy game. Yeah, so like in terms of spot trading this, I think this is it's God mode. If you're just doing like it's at 64.1 down to around 63.7 there, it's just easy moves there. Very, very easy trades. Might start executing these over on Fair Desk. And again, guys, I want a system here that is high leverage and quite strong moves here, and I don't think that this is going to be good enough, unfortunately, because the moves aren't. Oh, excuse me, the moves aren't big enough here. Yeah, so yeah, we're at an hour and 7 minutes, guys. So I'm going to be calling it a day now. But just to summarize this little system that we've got going on, we do have 5 trades, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 trades. Out of 13 trades at a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, we do have 4 losing trades. So that puts us 9% up on the system. Okay, 9% up on the account, looking pretty good there. So overall, not too bad for Bitcoin trading. But yeah, that is going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow with another juicy Bitcoin show and cryptocurrency breakdowns. And I'll probably let you know how the system plays out, because I'm just going to be continuously backtesting this now to try and get a good system here for this crazy leverage challenge that I'm going to be doing. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Peace out.